new laptop is value for money. I mean, think about it. What are the biggest problems in laptops around 40K? It's a build quality and performance, plus the fact that you don't really get 16-inch laptops in this price range. Well, this fixes all of that. This is the new Infinix InBook Y4 Max, and this comes in 3 variants in India starting at ₹37,990. And the biggest USP for me in this is the performance it brings. And I'll get to that, but I think the display and design here also deserve a lot of attention. When I've seen a lot of laptops bring good performance while compromising the build, but the build quality here seems pretty solid. The lid here has the metal design, and you get this strip in between with the Infinix logo. Keyboard area and the bottom are plastic, but everything here seems to be of good quality. Now, I did check for some flex, and there is some minor flex on the keyboard and the display, but it's not a big problem or anything. Also, the lid does not open with one hand, but I do like the keyboard and touchpad here. The keyboard has a dedicated numpad, which is useful. It's backlit and the light kind of shines through the keys, which is great. And I like typing on this. The travel is good, the spacing between the keys is kind of adequate, and there's good feedback. Now, I'm not a big fan of the smaller arrow keys, but that apart, the typing experience here is pretty good. Now, the touchpad is also big and it has a glass surface, so it's smooth and nice to use with all the gestures. Now, what I like about this design is that this has a big 16-inch IPS display with the 16:10 aspect ratio, FHD plus resolution, and honestly, there aren't a lot of laptops with a 16-inch display in this 40K segment, and this is good because Infinix has kept the bezels narrow, so while it does have a 16-inch display, the footprint of this laptop is more in line with 15.6-inch laptops. Also, with a bigger display and the 16:10 aspect ratio, multitasking with 2 apps snapped is a good experience. I mean, this display makes sense for a productivity laptop like this. As for the panel, it's pretty sharp, the viewing angles are good, and the colors while watching content looks good. As for the color accuracy, we tested things and we noted 83% sRGB coverage, 66% DC IP3 coverage. The display also has good brightness. Infinix knows the brightness at 300 nits, but our test resulted in display hitting 370 nits, which is pretty good. Now, this display is obviously a big USP, but what's incredible here is the performance it brings for the price. The variant we have is powered by the 13th gen Intel Core i5-1335U series processor, and this has 10 cores with 2 performance cores at 4.6 GHz and 6 efficiency cores at a max clock speed of 3.4 GHz. There's also 12 threads, the Iris Xe graphics, and I like that there's 16 GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 512 GB of Gen 3 storage. Now, I said this is the biggest USP for me because if you look at other laptops in the same price range, the 1335U beats them easily in terms of performance. The Geekbench single core score is higher when compared to the 1235U or the Ryzen 5 7520U. The multi-core score is better too with a pretty good margin. The Y4 Max is easily one of the top performers in this segment. Just look at the Cinebench single core and multi-core scores or the Geekbench GPU score. The SSD speeds are decent too, as you can see. I mean, 13th gen Core i5 laptops are available at around 50-55K, so the same performance at around 40K is great, and it's not just numbers. The day-to-day performance on this laptop is really good with multiple apps running side by side. Heavy usage with almost 20 Chrome tabs is no problem for this laptop. I even played some Rocket League on this laptop, and the performance is very smooth with no lag. On the high performance graphics setting, the FPS was around 120, 140, which is pretty awesome. The game was playable even on the quality setting with an FPS of around 75 to 90. So this is a laptop that will be primarily used by students or for work, and for that use case, the performance here has been actually impressive. I also like that you get the dedicated overboost button, which boosts the performance in case you're running an intensive app. Now, in terms of upgradability, the RAM is soldered, but the SSD is swappable, and there's an additional slot for Gen 3 SSDs, which is awesome. And you can also see the fan and these heat pipes. And the fans are never audible in day-to-day usage. You only hear it when you're running benchmarks or playing games. And if you're wondering about any heating, the laptop did not get hot for us, and the temperature is always under control. What also helps with the performance is that the Windows experience here is clean. No weird third-party apps or bloatware. One thing to note is that there's no MS Office here, but that apart, there is this Infinix PC connection app, which lets you pair your Infinix phone and mirror the screen, drag and drop files like this, and it actually works well. As for the rest of the laptop basics, there's dual 2-watt speakers with DTS audio, and the speakers get very loud even though they are bottom firing. The design here is also sleek at 18mm, and the laptop weighs 1.78 kg, so it's fairly portable. The battery is a fairly big 70 watt-hour unit, and with 60% brightness, balanced performance mode, we got a battery life of around 6 to 7 hours, which is very impressive. And for charging, there is this 65-watt Type-C charger in the box, and it's pretty fast charging the laptop to 60% in an hour. The webcam here is a 1080p webcam, and there's no physical shutter, but there is a dual flash and dual mics with AI noise cancellation, and the webcam quality is fairly good. In terms of ports, there's an HDMI port, a fast USB-A port, a USB-C port that supports PD charging, and on the right you get another USB-A port, the 3.5mm jack, a USB-C port, and a micro SD slot. Now, if you're wondering, there's no fingerprint scanner here or a Windows Hello IR camera, but considering the price range, I think that's okay. In terms of connectivity, there's Wi-Fi 6, which is good. There's Bluetooth 5.4, and I like that the laptop has this QR code sticker speaker which lets you connect to the nearest service center easily. So to conclude things, Infinix has been launching some really good all-around laptops, and this is their first laptop in 2024, and this too has some impressive features. I mean, the Infinix InBook Y4 Max brings really good performance with 13th gen Intel CPUs, a big 16-inch display, a very good design, great battery life, and I like that Infinix hasn't compromised on the most important basics like keyboard or touchpad. Now this seems like a solid all-around choice for the price, but I want to know from you, what do you guys think of this new Infinix laptop for the price? Comment down below. Also, if you've used a Infinix laptop before, make sure to share your experience in the comment section down below, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.